Let me get one more sit and then we'll meet in a quadruped, all fours position. Spread those fingers out like a beautiful fan. Take those knees underneath your hips and just drop your heart down and bring it forward through the arms. Just look to the front of your mat. And I just want you to focus in on your sits bones. Really imagine widening them and then just pushing them up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. So they're pressing back and they're pressing apart. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then let's start to bring the tailbone to the back wall, neutral spine, and then towards the knees, towards in front of the knees, and we're in our arching cat. See if you can make as much space between all the vertebrae here. And then come back to your neutral spine and take your knees out wide and drop down to child's pose. Stretch your hands out, dip your elbows down, completely restorative child's pose. You might even like to take your hands in a prayer behind the base of your neck here. And just start to breathe into that side body, side waistline. Feel up like you're blowing into a balloon. Take it down into the lower back, the hip flexors, the glutes, the hips. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to your down dog position. Come back to all fours and one down dog. Nice and easy. Bent knees. I want you to keep your knees very bent so that your chest is near your thighs. And just concentrate on the upper body. Look at your elbows, where the veins are. The insides of your elbows are trying to point forwards. Your biceps are near your ears and your back is straight. Try to pull your shoulders down your back. Beautiful. And then drop your knees. And then drop your elbows where your hands are. So you're in a little dolphin position. Curl your toes under and give me a mini dolphin. Just lift the knees off the floor. It's the same back position as you were in. But now you've shortened your arms. Your knees are bent, your back is straight. Push the forearms down solid. A lot of upper body work here. Breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and knees down, and then walk your legs all the way back with your knees until you're in your Sphinx pose. Beautiful. Just draw the heart forward like it's coming to the front of the mat. Square off your legs so your hips, thighs, and feet are all the way down. And then lower down onto your forearms, a little bit lower with your chest, right leg in. And if you'd like to go around and catch the foot, if you're ready for it. If you're not, just stay there. So the catching of the foot is only available if you feel like it. Nice deep quad stretch. If you'd like a little back bend, you can push into that forearm and lift your chest up. 30 seconds here. Keep thinking about grinding your hips into the mat. Your quadricep is activated and pressing down into that mat. Heel closer to the booty and breathe. And gently release it without kicking it away too quickly. Beautiful. Come back down again. And let's do the other side. When you're ready, bring it in. Catch the foot, see how you feel. Make sure that knee didn't come out to the side of your hip, it's directly behind it. And then if you'd like, you can come up the chest a bit. Pretty strong in the morning, so only lift your chest if you're feeling up for it today. Really push down through that forearm if you're lifting the chest. Push down through your hip and your thigh. Get that heel a smidge closer to the booty if you can. And then gently come out of that position and shake your hips left and right. Give it a shake. And we're going back to down dog. Hands under shoulders. If you'd like, you can push all the way up through plank. And then walk your feet in a little bit and come into your down dog. Right leg up and open the right leg to the side. Option to bend your knee. And then bring that leg parallel to the floor, draw it between the hands. This is where you might like your block. Low lunge, hands on your block. Any height for your block. You have lots of levels there. Work on straightening the back leg. Quad is lifted, hamstring goes to the sky, foot goes to the back. And then when you're ready, back knee comes down, relax your foot, and give me a little back bend forward. You're looking forward here, dipping the hip down. And breathing. Trying to do a little back bend, heart coming towards the front of the mat. Nice. And then curl those back toes under, lift your back knee, and we're back in our runner's lunge. Let's come to down dog. You can move the blocks out to the side, place your hands down, come through plank, and give me down dog. And let's do the left side. Left leg up, left hip opens, maybe bend if you wish. Square the knee to the floor, draw the foot forward. Grab your blocks. Runner's lunge. So even though you've got those blocks, trying to lift your heart forward, your legs strong. And you can play around with the height here. And when you're ready, you can bring that knee down, release your back toes. And arch your body forward. No need to look at the ceiling pretty much ever. Just bring the crown of your head and stretch it up. Try to feel like you're doing a little back bend. Relaxing your hip towards the floor. Breathing. And then when you're ready, curl your back toes under. Lift your thighs off the floor, move the blocks, and back to down dog. Through a plank. take our down dog nice and wide, feet to the edges so that your pinkies come off the mat. Half your foot's on the mat, half your foot's off the mat. Nice wide V position for the body here. Sits bones high. See if you can take your right hand to your left knee, shin or toes. And just hold it. For 4, 3, super strong arm, 2. And come back to down dog and we're changing arms. You can reach for the outside ankle, outside knee or shin for 4, 3, back straight, 2, and 1, come on back, and drop those knees down. Bring the feet together and let's reach over to the right side. Nice stretch to the left hip. See if you can breathe into those ribs on the left, spread out those rib cages, make spaces and breathe there. And slowly walk your hands center mat to the other side. Stretch fingers from hip. And slowly come back to the center. And we're going to lay down and do a little bit of hamstring work, a little bit more of a work than a stretch, because you've already stretched them. We're going to see how they feel about a little bit of work. You're going to put your hands down, your legs are completely straight. You feel like you are bringing your knees and your toes down. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring those hips down, tuck your bottom under, and bring your feet up as close to your bottom as you can. And then back down again 10 times, nice and slow. 10, 9. Keep your belly button pulling in, core is working. 8. You've got 5 more. Making a nice hamstring muscle there. 3 more. 2. And 1, hold this one in, flex your feet, bring them closer to the booty. Keep your hips down, breathe. For 4, making a contraction. For 3, squeeze your glutes, hamstrings. 2, and then relax. And shake out your hips. Beautiful. We're going into our little scorpion tail. Hands out to a T shape. Your hands out, palms down. You're going to walk your right fingertips in and make a little tripod and lift your right leg off the floor and flip it over. And then rest your head. You should be getting a nice pec stretch on the left side. See if you can gently open your knee to the ceiling if you're very open there. Toe is on the floor if it can be back there. And we're breathing. Completely relax that left shoulder, left side of your ear, your neck. And then unwind it nice and easy. And we have the other side. Left fingertips walk in. Elbow to the sky. Left leg lifts. And flip it over. And breathe. Keep that arm nice and active and look towards the ceiling. See if you can open your knee towards the ceiling a little bit more. No clenching, just let the floor support you as you open up here. And very gently come out of that position. Bring your hands back under your forehead area and shimmy your hips right and left. Beautiful. Let's go back to our Sphinx pose. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. And remember, when we're here, we try to draw the elbows back without moving them and draw the heart through the arms. Maybe you can push the feet down and lift the knees up. Thighs and pubic bone very heavy in the floor, and you're just drawing yourself forward. For 4, 3, 2, and then let's maybe try a seal stretch. If you're feeling a little bit more movable, bring your hands in front. Nothing else moves, just bring your hands in front and your elbows are off the floor. And then maybe you can walk the hands in an inch, a centimeter, whatever. Bring your chin to your chest. And then lower the elbows, bring them back. And let's go puppy pose. Hands under shoulders, hips above knees. And again, sits bones to the sky and reach forward. Give me a nice upper back stretch. If you prefer child's pose, you can always do child's pose anytime in class. Beautiful. When you're ready, walk your hands in, and we're going to come over onto one seat and flip over to our backs and grab your strap. So meet me seated. Lay on down. Both knees are up to the ceiling for now. Let's do a little bit of movement for the back. We're going to go into posterior and anterior tilt for the pelvis. So I want you to just lay on your back and not think about anything right now. Neutral spine, however you would lay on your back without thinking about moving any body parts. And then I want you to take your hip points and draw them up towards the ceiling and pull them back towards your ribs. And that should flatten your lower back and concave your navel down like a soup bowl. Very strong position there. Like you had a grape under your lower back and you're squishing the juice out of your grape. And then I want you to come back to your neutral position. Just relax completely. And then you can bring your hip points towards your knees a little bit, very gently. Your tailbone is pushing forward and down, and you're feeling that big space under your lower back. And let's go back and forth at your own pace for 4 times. Exhale. Inhale, relax. Exhale. No air, belly, and completely flat there. Exhale. Do that again 2 more times. Exhale. Come out of it. Inhale. And last one, exhale. And then come back to neutral. Beautiful job. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take the strap. You're going to put the strap at the ball of your foot and then draw that leg up to the ceiling right above your hip flexor. And I want you to push against that strap with the arch of your foot, the ball of your foot. Really use that resistance here. And then you're going to bend your knee and come out of that stretch, and then repeat. And relax. Beautiful. You're on your own for 30 seconds, so just keep bending and stretching. Really use the resistance against that strap. If you'd like to stretch out your bottom leg fully, if that doesn't change your top leg, you can stretch out your left leg or keep it bent. Find your nice stretch here and just stay. Push the foot up, push the band down. 4, nice and strong for 3, 2, and then relax. If your leg is straight, I invite you to come back to a bent leg. Take the strap into your right hand, and then bring your arm out to the side until your elbow touches the floor and your leg opens to the side. Make sure your pelvis is down equally, so you haven't hiked up the left hip. Might even put your hand on your left hip and say, stay down. Beautiful. And then I want you to just lift the leg up the floor a little bit, stretch it further. The elbow is off the floor, and now bring it down again. Your left knee can be opening up organically. Lift the leg, stretch it out, lower the leg. 6 more. Lift the leg, stretch it to the corner, and lower it down with the elbow. 5 more. Four more. Try to get your toes back towards the back wall where your head is. 3 more. 2 more. And last time, down, and then mindfully back to the ceiling. Oh, bend your knee. Take your legs out long and just give them a little shake. And feel the sensation on that right side. Again, your right leg should feel longer than your left one right now. And let's not leave you wonky. When you're ready, knees back up to the ceiling, and take the strap onto the left side. Again, you want to try to have it on the ball of the foot, not the arch, but really try to straighten that leg. Use the foot against the band for resistance. And then we're going to bend and stretch, just like we did before. Pulling the toes back to the face. And again, if you'd like to stretch out your bottom leg, if that doesn't change anything, then you can stretch out the bottom leg. If it means your leg comes forward, I would suggest you keep it bent. And I do have the proper yoga strap today. I know some of you have elastic bands. The belt firm bands are a little better than the flexible bands here, because you can really use that resistance there against your foot. Give me a couple more. And then hold this next one and just stay nice and stretched out hamstring, toes back, heel up for 4, 3, 2, and then if your leg is straight on the right, bring it in, take the band to your left side and bring that leg all the way to the side and bring your elbow to the floor. Again, let's take our hand on our right hip. Make sure your hips are level. Your knee can stay bent and opening out organically on that right side. And now lift your elbow off the floor, stretch your leg, and then relax. I say relax, but you're getting a deeper stretch, of course, but an active stretch as you lift the elbow off the floor, and then bring the elbow back to the floor. 8 more. Lift and stretch. Lower, 7. Lift. 6. Lift and stretch. You can have a softness in your knee if a straight leg is not available. Just try to keep that foot flexed. 3 more. Try to draw the toes back towards the head. And last time. And gently bring the leg back to the center. Bend your knee. Take the strap off and send your leg straight out and see how you feel. Hopefully both legs feel the same length now. And just rock on your backs a little bit. Let your knees be loosey-goosey. Let your legs be loosey-goosey. And then bring them in for a little hug. 1 at a time, nice and easy. Maybe lift up to your tight ball. Let's just do 10 reaches forward with the feet and the hands go back. So you're in a tight ball and let's reach forward and back with the limbs for 10. Exhale in. 9. 8. Belly down to spine, spine down to mat. 7. 4 more. 3. See if you can lift the shoulder tips off the floor a little bit. 2. And last 1. On the next one, hold the knees in, bring the head, neck, and shoulders down. And we're going for our double knee supine twist. So bring your knees, keep them close. Hands come out to a T, and then just drop them over. If you'd like to put your knees on a block, you can bring that block and then just bring your knees to the side and lower down. So a supported supine twist, if it's easier for your back here. And just breathe here. You can bring your arms to goalpost, bring your hands 90 degrees facing the ceiling. That's a lovely chest stretch there. If you'd like to take your right hand on top of your thigh, you can do a little assisted deeper stretch. Left arm can also go back to the left diagonal back corner, palm down. And you can look back there. And gently unwind out of the shape and bring your knees into your chest. Take the block with you if you're using the block. And let's take it to the other side. Pick your arm expression. And that can mean moving your arms around. What works on one side might not work on the other. Always be flexible with that.
And then maybe add on the different stretches as you get a little bit looser on that side. Beautiful. Gently make your way into your final resting pose. If you would like, and you have those two blocks, you can bring the soles of your feet together and put the blocks on the outsides of your thighs. And you can rest in this position, which is lovely. Or you can rest with your legs on top of the blocks, underneath your calves. Just make sure you've got zero effort in your resting pose. And at least 10 breaths. Give me at least 10 breaths if you can before you get on with your day. Or longer. I'm going to leave you to it for a good few minutes at least, but you get on with your day when you're ready. Have a beautiful Tuesday. It's lovely out there today. Namaste, beautifuls. I'll see you back on the mat.